Hey, Algebra kids, this is Dr. Callahan with Week 8 Monday. I hope you guys had a wonderful weekend. Go ahead and pause the video and answer the following 3 warm-up questions for Week 8 Monday. Keep in mind that you do have your warm-up block that is going to be due Week 9 Friday, so you have about less than 2 weeks, and that is due. So just make sure you have everything completed. If you do have any boxes that are still unwritten, go ahead and go to the MS team and find the week that you are missing in and make sure you watch the beginning of those videos to get the questions for the warm-up itself. All right, let's go ahead and create the assignment for today. Keep in mind that 50% of your grade is accounted for the hybrid days. You have to check in and watch the video on my YouTube channel, in addition to uploading your assignment, because that right there is important. It's 50% of your grade, so I just want to make sure that you guys are well aware of that, and that way you're not missing out on it. Today we are going to talk about graphing quadratics in standard form. All right, make sure you guys check in with me by 8:40 today because attendance has to be taken before the end of the class, and your assignment is due by 3 p.m., so make sure you guys upload it, and we should be good. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at today's stuff then. Here's the breakdown we're going to be talking about today. It's going to be a little bit difficult for you guys to do all the activities at home, mainly because a lot of it requires technology setup, and if you're not doing it together as a class, it doesn't work as well, but I'm going to do my best to go ahead and help you guys with this. Your guided note today is really just one page. It looks like this right here. And although you won't be able to do all of these, but I certainly hope you're going to be able to do at least 2 of them. Your reflection and exit ticket are on the right side. So first thing I'll have you guys do is we're going to start off with a Quizlet. Now, I have 2 different topics that I want you guys to explore. The first topic looks like this. Now you just have to type this into your browser. I'm just going to simply click on it. I'm sorry, it's a little bit easier for me than it is for you. Capitalization does matter. So here you have graph, quadratic, and standard form. And then there are 12 different cards. So here's the first one. The first one, you can see that your axis of symmetry is right here in the middle at x equals 6. And you know that's an axis of symmetry because if I were to fold over this parabola, it will fold perfectly right at 6. I also know that this is a minimum, okay, because it is a happy face. So if you click the term, this is what's going to show you. This is the quadratics in standard form that will graph for this. I want you guys to kind of take a look at this and ask yourself, how does this become this? Now take a look at this one here, 3x squared. I know it's a happy face. I also know it's a 3, so that means A is bigger than 1, which means it's going to be a more narrower parabola. If you look at it, it does look narrow right here. It also looks like the x-intercepts at -4 and -2, but your axis of symmetry is going to be at -3. So I just kind of want you guys to look at this, evaluate the equation, look at the graph, why is it the way it is drawn, and just take a moment and go through this. When you're done with this, I want you to go back to the second topic, type in this link right here, everything's lowercase, solve by factoring, and there's actually a lot. So there's 56 cards. I would suggest you go over as many as you can. So looking at this, do you know what the answer is? I know the 16 is a perfect square. So I know the answer is x minus 4, x plus 4. So my answer is x equals +4, x equals -4. Okay, going to the next one. Here we go. Factor this. How would you be able to factor this and solve for it? You know it's going to be x plus 5, x plus 5, because they're both positive numbers. 5 times 5 is 25. 5 plus 5 is 10. So when I solve for it, it's a negative 5 and a negative 5, which is exactly what it is. Take a look at this one here. Ask yourself, all positive numbers, what two numbers multiplied together give you a positive 15? But when you go ahead and add them together, it gives you a positive 8. I think of 3 and 5. So but then when I solve it, it will have to be opposite, so negative 3 and negative 5. Next one. Okay, so looking at this one here, again, all positive numbers. So what two numbers multiplied together gives me a 42. But when I add it together, it gives me a 13. I can think about 7 and 6. So my answer is negative 7, negative 6. All right, next one, here we go. This one, again, is all positive numbers. So you're just going to continue with this for 56 of them and just keep moving forward with it. All right, let's go back. So pause the video, go over this, and make sure you show your work on a separate piece of paper. Okay. Okay, so next one I have here is your quizzes, which is a practice question on graphing and quadratics in standard form. So I am going to go ahead and just leave this open until the end of Monday, 11 p.m. And I'm just going to go ahead and click on assign. And so what you're going to do is you're going to go ahead and just go to join my quiz and then insert this code. So I'm going to go ahead and move it this way. So you can see the code is 289-82492. So if I were to go ahead and join this, I'm going to try it myself. Oh, look at there. How cool is that? I have my quizzes, Dr. Callahan. I'm just going to go ahead and click on start, and I can just start the game. Oh, awesome. It's starting now. Okay, so here the first question asks you, what is the vertex? Well, your vertex is going to be this little bottom piece right there. So that's a positive 3, negative 1. Boom. That's your vertex. Okay, so then what is the equation for axis of symmetry? Remember, your axis of symmetry is the one that goes up and down right here. So when you fold it, it's exactly the same, and it looks like it's x equals 3. Awesome. It's a good thing that I'm getting this right. All right, so then here it's asking what is the y-intercept. So the y-intercept is when you set every x equal to 0. So that becomes a 0, that becomes a 0. Anything times 0 is a 0. So what's left? Negative 6. So x equals 0, y equals negative 6. Which one does that look like? So I went over the first 3 questions with you guys. I want you guys to continue with this until you get to the very end of the 10 questions. And if you need to look at that code one more time, just go back to the video and do that. So there you go. Here's your code once again. Make sure you insert that. All right, you guys. So if you are done with those two, really those 2 things are the only ones you can do. I would like you guys to do the Kahoot, but I don't think you'll be able to. But let me see if I can give it a try. Let's see if it takes us somewhere. Oh, can I just continue as guest? Oh, fine. Let's see, personalized learning, maybe later. Classic game option. Yeah, I don't really think that we're going to be able to do this one. It doesn't seem like it's going to allow me to have you guys do this on Teams. Yeah, no, can't do that because the minute I turn this off, it's not going to work. Okay, so you guys, for distance learning, you don't need to do the Kahoot, so yay for that. So if you're done with the Quizlet and also the quiz is, what I want you guys to do is go to the very, very end of your paper here. Go ahead and give me a reflection on how you deal with quizzes, how you deal with a Quizlet, and then do the reflection on the white side. And that is it, you guys. All right, as always, stay safe and healthy, and you guys take care of one another. See you next time.